save the day.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know what, the Knicks, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
So the New York starting 5. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. And it's Anthony in at point guard. You know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin, there's so much talent across the league, but if you're adding new
I thought I had
talent,
this.
you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Cole Anthony. If we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
The first one falls. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building, you give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
Now here's Anthony. Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo steals it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Brunson the pass to Towns. A rebound by the Bucks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Turner with the screen. Inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Just great timing on the play.
Come on,
and
guys,
rhythm
damn.
on the pass. Cole Anthony setting his teammate up beautifully.
Here's Brunson. Off target at the rim.
Damn.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep it on.
They're destroying us right now, man.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Anunoby, good.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
Giannis passes to Trent. On the wing, Turner. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 7. Outside Anthony. And it's off from 3-point range. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot's good from Brunson.
Well, guys, we don't call him big body Brunson for nothing. Give him a little contact and it's no problem.
Here's Anthony. And the shot is long. Knicks trail by 5. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Robinson. Some solid defense.
Oh, come on, Robinson. Got to finish around the rim.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Turner. Anthony kicks to Trent. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 5. Bridges inside.
Damn.
Covered by Anthony. Bridges misses. Pass to Anthony. Back to Giannis. Out to Kuzma. Drills the three-pointer.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Different look for New York. Hart, he's checked in for OG Anunoby, and Brogdon subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Knicks trail by 8. Towns in the corner. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Anthony. The wide-open look here for Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Brunson the pass to Brogdon. Anthony against Brunson. Chalk up 2 there. Brunson's got 9 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With some changes. Prince comes in for Gary Trent, and Porter subbed in for Cole Anthony. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Prince outside. Towns with the steal. And it's Hart penetrating, and Hart throws it down.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire.
How set a foul?
Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Turner for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson finds Towns. Now Brogdon. Back to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray. Towns has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
Prince the pass to Turner. Over Robinson. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Knicks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight.
My fault, Hart, my fault. Let's go.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
And timeout
baby,
called
nice.
by Doc Rivers.
Way to rebound.
He's going to
Started
take a
off
few
slow.
moments
Way to
here
rebound,
to check
baby.
in with his team
Rebound,
and
baby.
regroup.
Woo. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A different look for New York. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Clarkson in for Jalen Brunson. Livingston kicks to Green. Porter dishes to Sims. Prince against Clarkson. Pass to Porter. Back to Prince. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 4 on the clock. Green, no luck. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against Miami. Bridges finds Brogdon. Here's Hart over Porter. And again, it's New York.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Brogdon. Looking to end the run. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yes.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The Knicks leading by 6. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the Ravens stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. On the court for the Knicks. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Ersan Yabusele is out there with Hart, and it's Brogdon in at the point. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, well the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Porter against Clarkson. And the Bucks miss again.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Hart the pass to Clarkson. Back to Hart. Out to Bridges. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Bucks trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Prince. Nailed from three-point land. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
But just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Anunoby, he's checked in for Clarkson. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Bucks. Number 5, the Knicks.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
On the wing, Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Drills it from outside. Anunoby's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Porter, no luck. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now here's Porter. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Anthony. Trying to find Anunoby, gets it to him. Hart with it, guarded now by Prince. Here's Bridges, and he can't extend the lead.
Come on, Bridges, man.
Bucks trail by 8. Antetokounmpo finds Prince. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Porter. And both free throws good for Prince. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
Nice shot by Yabusele.
Well, this guy's job is to crash the offensive glass, and he does it at a high level.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Taurean Prince. Bucks trail by 8. Now here's Porter. Last game we saw him score 14. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots the 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. Brogdon outside. Here's Bridges. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead. Kuzma outside. To the paint. The shot's good from Sims.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Yabusele. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Brogdon. The Knicks leading by 8. And here's Brunson. Nice D from Porter. Trent outside. Pass to Anthony. And here is Turner. Towns with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Clarkson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Clarkson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Porter kicks to Trent. Kuzma outside. It's Turner high post. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 12. The kick out to Towns. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Pass to Kuzma. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, the Bucks miss. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Now let's go to the sidelines for a report on Kumbo. So, Allie, what's the word?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Milwaukee did provide some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And we know this type of injury can be a long road. However, the bright side at the moment is that they believe he may be able to play. Fingers crossed.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a while before we see him again, and that hurts. You hope to maximize your time in this league as much as possible. Being out that long has got to be heartbreaking for this young guy.
Now here's Anthony. 14 points from him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Here's Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Trent with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet.
And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Anthony with the screen on Hart. Here's Giannis. Count it, good.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Back to Brunson. Antetokounmpo against Hart. Towns, the pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Brunson, no good. Bucks trail by 16. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Towns. Clarkson outside. Over Trent. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. In the East, Cade Cunningham.
This is why Cade was selected #1 overall in 2021. He seemed like a guy built to put a team on his back, and now we're seeing it.
Putting it all together. Tremendous talent. Go, Cade.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the New York Knicks.
Their second unit's been outstanding. Even with the starters on the bench, this team didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, tonight everybody was ready to go. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
You guys, Carly Thompson doing it, man.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The Knicks leading by 16. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. And it's Anthony in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Damn.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Guys?
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Anthony. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Down low, Turner. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at
Get
its
that outta
finest.
here.
Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Get that out of
You
here.
gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Trent kicks to Kuzma. Just 2 to shoot.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
He can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bridges passes to Towns. Now, here's Anunoby. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now, here's Trent. 5 points in the game.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Anunoby, no good.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
And the Bucks miss again.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Robinson kicks to Towns. And the 3 off
Damn.
target.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The Knicks leading by 18. And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Bucks number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Outside Anthony, and it's Trent in the corner. Here's Kuzma. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And the basket is good.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Now here's Anthony. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Trent. Turner with the screen for Trent. Shoots over Anunoby. The offensive rebound. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by New York. Back to Giannis. Bucket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers.
How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now here's Towns. 15 points in the game. Here's Brunson. And to get open is Robinson. Anthony with the defensive effort. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Turner finds Anthony, and the shot goes in.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Now, here's Bridges. Left side, Towns. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the 2nd most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's 2nd ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Bridges misses. And it's the Bucks ball. Trent outside. From downtown, that one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists tonight.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
For 3, Bridges cans it from downtown. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, how about that quick 3 response by Mikal Bridges?
Trent outside. Giannis against Towns. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. Here's Kuzma. Oh, good on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Bridges against Trent. Anunoby outside. Here's Brunson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brunson's got 15 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Kuzma. Giannis outside. To stop the run, and the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
On the wing, Bridges. Outside, Towns. Brunson outside. They kick out to Anunoby. On the wing, Bridges. Over Trent. Bridges misses. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Pass to Turner. Over Robinson. Misses off the left iron. And so it's New York finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just a minute. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
The little mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more our mistakes that are giving them this lead, all right? We want to attack right here.
And it makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Clarkson is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. The Knicks leading by 22. And it's Brogdon with the drive.
Well, Brogdon showing a little verticality. How about that finish?
Rollins against Brogdon. Here's Giannis. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
For the 3. Hart, no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Knicks pull it in. Brogdon right side. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, hard to defend that any better. Just Malcolm Brogdon's ability to play through the contest, really nice.
Porter against Clarkson. And finished off by Porter.
It gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
The Bucks making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Bucks trail by 21. Towns with the steal. Porter pulls it in. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Brogdon kicks to Anunoby. To the middle, releases, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th assist in this one. Prince the pass to Giannis. He's looking for Prince and finds him.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns in the corner. Here's Brogdon. In the corner, it's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock, and a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 21. Here's Giannis. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Turner's checked in for A.J. Green. Trent comes in for Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Porter. That free throw good from Brogdon. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Now, here's Brogdon. Cole Anthony unable to get his
Oh,
last
come
shot
on, you
to go
missed that.
in. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brogdon with it. Now Anthony defending. Hart kicks to Bridges. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
The Knicks leading by 18. At the teardrop, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Now here's Anthony. Kuzma outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. To the inside. Here's Turner. That one goes. Count it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Towns fires. Off target from outside.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. New York leading by 16. Outside Bridges. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. It's time now to present our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Towns.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss. New York leading by 20. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Over Trent. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 13 points for Mikal Bridges.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
DB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look out, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
Now, here's Brogdon. He gets it in there.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Porter with it. He's covered by Clarkson. Porter kicks to Green. Pass to Rollins. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Yabusele.
Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hart. And it's sent back by Prince. Here's Rollins. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
That's right. Shut them down, baby. 19 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. They did a good job against her. Carter, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Mikal Bridges had 13, 3 and 5. That's what's up. And Obi had 9, 4 and 5. That's what's up. Hey, overall. Hey, thanks for live. I'll be live again after the Sunday night football game.